Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Pelletier Craft Studios. I'm Elaine, and I'm happy to have you here with me today. Now, I mentioned in my prelude that I was going to be doing some background work, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And there's no reason to hesitate. We're going to just get right into it. So, let's take a look and see what I have on my craft table. Now, I've been really excited. Whoop, I didn't want that. That's what I wanted. All right, now I've been really excited because I've been playing around with some of Simon Hurley's products. And as you know, while we were in Las Vegas, I made this card. And I just thought, oh my God, that's just too cute. But I wanted to show you how to make the card, but I didn't want to do the same old card. Y'all know how I am. I don't do very well at doing the same thing over and over. So I jumped in and I got a cute little card. Now, is this guy just not precious? He is one of the guys, and this is a Picket fence stamp, and I just love it because it says, Santa almost died laughing when he saw your name on the good list. I'm thinking, yeah, I can relate to that. And it also says, I saw Santa scratch your name off his good list. You know what that means, don't you? Somebody's going to be getting cold in their pocket. So I decided I wanted to use that stamp set, and I decided that I was going to use a different color card. So I have cut out a piece of, and this is just the garden green. I've cut out a piece of the garden green, and I'm going to be using the same little polka dot stencils that we have. Now, I love these stencils because there's so many of them, and if you'll look, they all fit inside of each other. Now, because these dots all fit on the inside of each other, you can do all kinds of things with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the largest one, and I'm going to put it down here. Let me grab my tape because I am working on my mat. By the way, this is a new mat. I call this my Time to Craft mat. They are from Graphic 45. So you can pick those up when you're on the inside of our craft room, or you can jump online and pick up one, but I don't think I've got it on the online site quite yet. But I will have here before too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to do a little bit of green on green. And I've just got my brushes here. Had my brush, yep, got my brushes here. I've put it down so it won't be sliding around on me. I do like using this silicone mat, mostly because this silicone mat doesn't let my ink pad slip around. Now I do, as you can see, come in here and put down my my stencil and my paper. That's primarily because I don't want it slipping around either. So I'm just jumping in here, and as you can see, I'm just adding color to my card. I'm doing it in the form of these pretty little polka dots. Now we're going to be making our background today, but we're going to be doing some funky stuff with the background. For example, instead of just making it with the Simon Hurley Paste, I'm going to show you a couple of different things that I have learned that I can do with this Astro Paste. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of Simon Hurley. I think he brings out some really great products. And so, in the fact that the products are good means that I can do all sorts of things. Now, I am using one of his greens, and I think, yep, I'm using the Overzealous, and that's one of his ink pads. One of the things you'll be happy to know is that we are also bringing in the ink pads and the refills for Simon Hurley, so check out our site for that. All of these things are coming together. Cindy's off on vacation, so we're running a little slow because Elaine just doesn't have the speed that that Cindy girl does. All right, so let's see here. How are we doing? All right, I think that's about all the color I want to add to it. So I'm going to put my ink pad there. I'm going to pick up this stencil. Look at how awesome that is. Those dots came through just gorgeous. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some more dots. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up so that it's in the middle of the dots that I just made. And then I'm going to do a shift. And by doing that shift, you're going to see that it's going to end up so that the part that I'm going to put on now is going to be in the middle of the dots that I've already put down. So I'm going to have them in the center. All right, let's get this out. I am going to be using the Astro Paste, and I decided that I wanted to do this in silver. So I have my silver Astro Paste. Now, if you're not familiar with Astro Paste, it's a lot different than Lunar Paste. And when you look at it and it's in the jar, it looks like it's kind of dull, and you're kind of like, yuck. That's just not going to be pretty at all. But what I'm doing is I'm just spreading it out on my card, pushing it through my stencil. You can just do it real, one good clean sweep. And you're going to see that when I pull it up, it's still going to be kind of dull. But as this dries, it turns into a beautiful glitter. So let's put it down there. Come back across here, we'll put it down here, because I do want it to be all over. Now notice how I've got extra on my spatch, so all I'm doing is just putting it, I'm going to pull as much of this off as I can, no sense in wasting it. And I'm going to push it back, right back into my container. Okay, there we go. Now one of the things, anytime you're using a paste, doesn't matter who it belongs to, you need to do your cleanup, and you need to do your cleanup right away. So I'm going to do my cleanup right away. I'm also going to go ahead and pull this up, and look at that card. Is that not gorgeous? I just love the way this comes out. But we're going to let it dry, because you're going to see a huge difference once it's finished drying. Now I'm going to take my water bottle here, drop me down some water, because I want to get all of this cleaned up. And I don't want all of this on my stencil, so I'm going to clean that up right away. That is always true anytime you are using a paste. You want to clean your stencils up right away. Now notice how I'm cleaning up my stencil, and I'm cleaning it off my mat all at the same time. That's because I don't want any of it to stay on my mat either. Now I love this mat. Like I said, it is from Graphic 45. It's big. Oh my god, it is so big, and I love the fact that it's big. It's big enough I can do my crafting on it. It's also big enough that as you can see, it fills up my full thing, and I probably don't have, oh, I dare say you're probably not seeing but about maybe 2/3 of it. I can't remember the exact size. 18 by 24 keeps coming to mind, but don't hold me to that. All right, so there we go. I got that all cleaned up. While we're cleaning up, let's go ahead and knock the ink off of my larger one as well. So all of that is done also. There. Now, we're going to go back and we're going to do some stamping here while that part is drying. And I'm going to just come in here. I already have my stamp attached to my stamp wheel. And y'all know how much I enjoy using my stamp wheel. It's just one of those products that just is easy to use, fun to use, and I use it quite a bit around the craft room. I do use it for whenever I'm doing stencils. I laid it on there, got some junk all over it. I do use it when I'm doing stencils, but I also enjoy using it when I'm doing stamping. So as you can see, I've just stuck my stamp to it. Now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my jet black, and I am using the jet black from Altenew. I really like this black. It covers good. I don't know, I just like it. Well, it ain't gonna matter. I'm gonna cut this out, so it doesn't matter what whether anything is upside down or right side up. It's not gonna make any difference, because I am going to fussy cut this out. There we go. And I do like using my little piece here. We have those in stock as well. They're disc. They're from Picket Fence. But I do want it to be a little bit darker than that. This is one of the things that I love about my stamping wheel, is that if I don't get it right the first time, step 2 is going to look just as good as step 1 did. There we go. Now, I didn't want to take up your video time, doing this or die cutting this out. So what I'm going to do is I've already stamped one and I've already cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one as my one that I'm going to be coloring. Now, I do want to show you what I'm going to do in my coloring. And I have people all the time say to me, you're going to do what? So what I'm doing is I've taken a piece of acetate and I've put it here. I would not be using this acetate. I would put this straight on my mat. But because my mat's black, you wouldn't see it. Now I would, but I noticed real quickly you couldn't see it on the video. So what I'm doing is I've just mashed my my ink down, and that's not the paintbrush that I want. I don't know. Let's try it, see what happens. And then I'm going to just come back in here, and I'm going to get, isn't the paintbrush I want. This is the one I want. I like to work with them a little bit littler than that one is. And I'm not doing any kind of fancy painting on this. I'm just kind of knocking down some colors. And I do have to say that I do enjoy using the Simon Hurley inks for doing my painting as well. It's just easy. They mix really, really well. Now, I told you that I was going to be showing you some tricks about Simon Hurley's Astro Paste, and I am. I'm going to show you how you can use it on all kinds of things. There we go. And let's get his jacket done here. Move me up a little extra water. Again, I'm not trying to do any kind of anything fancy here. I'm just trying to get his little suit so that it'll be red. We'd hate for Santa to have an orange suit, so we want to do him in a red. There we go. And he wants his hat red. Yeah, this old man, he's kind of partial to reds. Now, one of the things I do want to show you too is that with this, if I wanted it to be a darker red, and I think that's what I'm going to do with my hat, all I have to do is come back up here and just add the ink. Notice that I have water on most of my ink, and I have water down here that I'm pulling up. But when I want to make it a little bit darker, there we go. Okay. So, I need to add a drop more water here. I love the fact that my caddy's close by, and my caddy is allowing me to find what I have. I don't have things lost all over my table, all over my crafting table. I just pick it right up where it's at and keep on working. I'm just throwing in a little bit of blending. Just having fun making my crafting. There we go. So as you can see, as I'm adding my color, I'm using less and less water, which means my color's coming out a little bit darker every time. Now I could get it all this down in one pass, or you can do it in more than one pass if you want to. Just be sure we get his little belt buckle there. There we go. All right. So as I said, not trying to do anything really fancy with Santa. I'm just trying to get him a little bit of color added in. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to take my Simon Hurley and I'm going to use just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of the Astro Paste. Now watch what I do with this. Let's see if I can zoom you in a little more so you can see more about what I'm doing. There you go. Now you can see it a little better. So this is my Astro Paste. I'm adding a little bit of water to it. Astro Paste is like so many other Simon Hurley paste. It's water. And then I'm taking and I'm adding it to Santa's outfit. Now, it doesn't look like I'm doing a whole lot right now, but you're going to notice real quickly that as it dries, it adds glitter. That's what your Astro Paste is all about. It's all about the glitter. Put a little dot right there and add a tiny bit right here. Now, when all of this shines, you're going to see that Santa's outfit is going to be just awesome. He's going to have that little bit of glitter popping up off of his suit. And who we kidding? Just like I'm all about the glitter, so is Santa. There you go. Now, I haven't done anything to this. There's no reason I can't put it right back into my jar. It will be fine right there. Now, I could come back and I could do things like color in his face and give his face some color. There's just all kinds of things I can do. I can also do all of these things by using my my alcohol markers. I can use watercolor. I can use anything I want. All I'm really going to do now is just give him, oh, that's too dark. We don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, that's way too dark. All right, let's get a lighter one. This will work. And just come in here and just touch up his fingers. This is a watercolor pencil. It is from Altenew, just something I have sitting around the back of my desk. And I'm just going to tap it all in here, just enough to give Santa a little bit of color. I'm not doing any fancy coloring job. Just kind of trying to put it out there. Boy, this Santa's got a big old nose. Woohoo! There we go. Okay, so there's my Santa, and he's all done. I can add a little bit of gold here, a little bit of stuff here. I mean, there's just so many different things that I can do just by using my Astro Paste and making things come up. Now, I am going to put up just a tiny bit because, again, I do want you to see how easy it is to use the Astro Paste to highlight your products. Now, I've just taken and dropped a little bit of cleaning on my brush, and all I'm doing is just kind of brushing through this. I'm not really putting anything down. I'm just kind of brushing through it. It's going to add nothing but a little bit of gold glitter to my paper. And you probably are not going to see it right off, but when this dries, you'll be able to see it much, much better. All right, so my piece over here is just about dry. It does take it a few minutes. You can put it under a little fan, one of those little portable fans if you have one. That works really well. Or you can just leave it laying out. That's all I've done this time. Haven't gone through any real effort of putting anything down to make it dry any quicker. I've just laid it over to the side. All right, now I want to show you what this looks like, just because I love the way it looks. I mean, it just gives it that glow. So can you see how you got that little bit of glitter that just kind of pops on the inside of his list? Okay, so we're going to pull all of this over to the side because I don't want to get it in my card. And I'm going to bring back my card that I have, and I'm going to put Santa in it. Is this not going to be cute? I just love the way these things come out. And I'm going to take my scissors and do me some cutting up here on my foam tape. We're going to make it so we can just put it down quick and easy. And as you've seen, I have used these Astro Paste to just kind of make different things happen on my card. I made Santa's suit a little redder. By using full strength Astro Paste, I was able to get his suit done up in a little bit of red. And as you can see, by using the full strength on this, that just came out gorgeous as well. Let me work on this color just a little bit because it has a tendency to want to be too dark. Let's see what we can do about warming it up. There you go. So there's our card for today. Isn't that precious? I just love the way they come out. They're so easy to do. I just adore it. He could be a Florida Santa with an orange. Okay, girlfriend. Yeah, we could make him a Florida Santa. So let me say hello to Miss Janet and Brenda. Also, I see Jennifer's hanging around. I've got Mary Ellen here in the craft room. Boy, is she up to her eyes pulling out new products. And as I mentioned to you, the solar paste is in our store. It is in stock. You can purchase it online or you can purchase it here in our craft store. But the most important thing is that you know how to use it now. You'll see how it is just the perfect glitter to put on the back of your cards. And it's the perfect glitter to add just a touch of water to it so that you can make the rest of your pieces just sparkle and shine as well. And as I said, it's not a lot. It adds just a little bit and just enough to make it great. So ladies, don't forget, be sure you hit that button and subscribe if you're watching me on YouTube. Also, I love thumbs up and hearts. They would be so awesome. In the meantime, have a great day and be safe. There's a lot of us over here on the East Coast that are getting some bad storms. So all of you be safe. And I'll see you on Saturday at 2 when I'll be doing another quick and easy tip. Bye.